Well, Nigel, can you sort of reactions from a game that looked like you were winning for most of it?
Well, it's exactly as we thought the game would be during the before the start of the game. We knew it was going to be like that. We wanted to be hard to beat. You know, you could see the direct nature of the opposition. Give them credit because that's what they do. They're the top of the league for most direct balls in the league. So we knew we had to go and deal with the forward momentum, the long throws, the free kicks, the corners. Ultimately, we got done in the last minute from a scrappy little knockdown that's gone through people's feet as well. But from my point of view, I've seen a committed performance, resilient. We said it's going to be a horrible game. We knew that the way the game was going to go and be. I thought at times in the first half we did all right. We knew that we could give them problems on the counter-attack, which we've gone and done. You know, we put ourselves in front. We've talked about being hard to beat, and we were so close to being. In fact, we were hard to beat because we drew the game. We didn't lose. So let's remember that. It feels like a defeat, but we didn't lose the game, and it's a very invaluable point on the road. And we talked about having some resilient performances, and we had to do that. At the end of the day, Luke's had one save to make. He's made one good save in the first half, and the lads have added so many first balls and second balls, and we've landed on it. For me, in the second half, I would have liked us to have been better in possessing the ball on the transition, a little bit of care and attention. But from my point of view, you've seen a committed performance from the players who have had to do the horrible things that are involved in a game. And at the very end, you've seen the appreciation from the players and the supporters together, because I think the supporters could see the hard work that the players have gone and put in. So where we are at this moment in time, we've come away from home and we have seen a committed performance. We have seen some flashes of some good stuff. We haven't lost, which is important because we're talking about we've got to address our away form, and this is a step towards doing that.
Leaders on the pitch, and I think none more so than your captain today. I thought Tom Davies was absolutely excellent.
Yeah, you look at Tom and Jordan Turnbull. You know, as I said, Luke's had one save to go and make, and you look at the two centre halves. Whether you like it or not, the ball was going to come forward from the opposition, and the lads done well winning the first ball and was trying to land on the second balls. And it's unfortunate it's Tom Mann who's going to score the goal. You know, when you look at the goal back, there's pushes and there's shoves in everywhere, and unfortunately it just didn't go our way. Where it's just fallen to somebody who's all the things that go on in football, which we knew that the game was going to go and be like. And from my point of view, it's that. But as you say, the captain led by example today. You could hear the players talking, pushing each other, shoving each other, doing everything we can. There's a real committed performance by the players today. And when you talk about where we are at this moment in time, that's all you can ask for. You know, yeah, the result's gonna. We haven't won the game, we haven't lost the game. So when was the last time we picked something up on the road away from home? So there's the positive. But for me, you've seen a committed performance from a group of players.
And you mentioned carrying possession, as you say, you know, doing the counter sometimes, you know, slightly laying the final ball or not moving it quite quick enough on occasions, getting your head up and seeing where the runners are. Yeah. They're things to work on.
Well, yeah, but maybe when, you know, as I always do, I'll look it back in the cold light today, take the emotion out of the way. And sometimes, listen, the players are probably under fatigue when the game's gone, because you look at how competitive that was. They've got to compete and challenge, all the things you've got to do in football. And then it's, can you perform under pressure and under fatigue? Can you then make the right decisions? Can you then, having worked so hard to get the ball back, have that care and intention to choose the right pass, make the right decision, and then the care and intention to actually execute the pass that you've got to go and do? And maybe I would suggest that we weren't good enough in the second half. First half, yeah, but as the game's gone on, I'd suggest that maybe at times we didn't choose wisely.
And Robbie, after showing a game, you get the ball to him often enough, he'll cause anybody problems.
Yeah, that's what we talked about all the way through. We knew that if we're going to have to compete for the first ball coming forward, land on the second ball, and then can we get it? Can we get our head up? Can we actually play? We thought we could overload one side of the pitch, get the outlet to Robbie one-on-one to go and counter. And that's led to the first goal. You know, you might say it's a little bit fortunate, but we've actually worked on getting Robbie in that situation one-on-one. And again, you leave him on, he was shattered when we've taken him off there. And then you're introducing some fresh legs in there, in Sam Taylor. So that's what we've looked to try and do, make sure we had a bit more freshness on the team as the game's gone on.
And we talked about the formation as well, you know, so, you know, Connor now goes more up top alongside Christian and Kieran Morris down the left-hand side. That shape's looking quite good for you. Yeah, very much so. You look at Connor Jennings, what a star player he is for us. And again, you looked in the first half and even the second half, we can kick on him, he's going to win the first balls, little flick-ons. Christian Dennis hits the post. Could have changed the complexion again. Sometimes you just find margins in it. You know, he's hit the post, and them two are going to link really well for us together. At the end there, we've got
trying to get ourselves fed up the pitch on the counter-attack, maybe a Harvey Saunders with that freshness and energy to try and give ourselves an outlet, because the players, they've had to work so hard, because whether you like it or not, when they've got the ball, it's coming back in again. So the lads have, you've highlighted it, the centre-halves defending ever so well, and they've kept it away from the goalkeeper. As we said, Luke's had one shot to save in the first half, and then it's that little bit of fortune at the very, very end. So they've gone and the rub of the green, if you like, the ball's just bounced to them. The lads got a toe poke through. But the lads are trying to block it as well. You see the lunging in to try and get a block on, and ultimately they've gone and got the equaliser. As I said, from my point of view, we haven't lost. We picked up something on the road, which is going to be very important for us. And from my point of view, you've seen a committed performance by a group of players who want to do well for Tranmere Rovers Football Club.
And Jake Leake as well, came back in midweek, and you've got a few more minutes. Good to have him back in the squad as well.
Yeah, that was important. Obviously you see they were a big side as well. So you're very conscious about where we are. We knew set pieces was going to be a threat. They've gone and scored from the set piece. So can we get enough height in the team to deal with it as much as we can? Stop crosses. Don't give away the set pieces to start off with. But you've got to go and you've got to deal with it. And obviously with Jake coming back in it, they were probing down that side of the pitch as well. So Jake coming in gives a little bit more physical presence down that side of the pitch as well.
And 3 games unbeaten in 90 minutes, so something to move on and a bit more consistency, as you're saying.
Well, you look at that, there's 2 clean sheets, and obviously for probably 90 minutes, we had a clean sheet for 90 minutes, and then we just got unstuck at the end, which could have gone either way. But from my point of view, let's take the situation where there's been a committed performance by a group of players all wanting to do the best for the team and the cause, which is Tranmere Rovers.